Well, let me begin by saying congratulations to Floyd Mayweather. Tremendous victory on Saturday night, August 26, 2017. His KO victory over Conor McGregor was the perfect ending to a perfect career. Broke Marciano's record by retiring 50-0, and he's earned more money than any other boxer in history. I said in my pre-fight coverage that Mayweather would win based on superior boxing IQ, a superior fight plan, and a superior boxing skill set, and that is exactly why he won. I said that McGregor's only chance was to win by decision, not by outboxing Floyd, but by outworking him in every single round, and basically he couldn't do it. He did manage to set a faster tempo, but he couldn't sustain it. The problem with Conor McGregor is that he's not a strategic thinker when it comes to boxing. He thinks strictly in terms of tactics. And how do we know this? Well, all you got to do is just watch the post-fight press conference and his whole analysis of the fight, which was flawed. But anyway, he broke the whole thing down in terms of tactics alone. He thought that he beat Floyd in the first 3 rounds because he was the better boxer, right? He was clueless to the fact that Floyd Mayweather was consciously and purposefully draining his energy, all right? So Floyd was thinking and executing on a higher level all night long, even though after 2 years off and now at the age of 40, he wasn't at the top of his game. So, for example, Conor McGregor has no inside game. All right, his inside game is limited to holding and rabbit punches. And the referee, who did a horrible job, never once warned him. But my point is that if you have no inside game, why do you keep going to the inside? Right? I mean, that makes absolutely no sense. And that's what an example of what I'm talking about, a lack of strategy and a lack of a winning game plan. He should have stayed outside. You have no inside game, so don't go inside. So I think that Floyd answered all the remaining questions about who the better boxer was that night and who's the best boxer of this era. But again, what the hell was Conor McGregor thinking? I mean, he entered the ring with the absolute worst strategy imaginable. Yeah, I think I'll try to outbox the master boxer. Unbelievable. So obviously he didn't take anything away from the fights that we recommended in the pre-fight coverage, where we said he should take the best from De La Hoya, Castillo, Cotto, and Jesus Chavez. Nope, he disregarded all that and said, hey, I'm not going to learn from the mistakes of others. I'm going to learn from my own mistakes. So just terrible strategic performance from Conor McGregor. So on the fatigue thing, Conor makes it seem as if he ran out of gas because he was not used to going 12 rounds and therefore wasn't properly conditioned for 12 rounds, which nothing could be further from the truth. I mean, he ran out of gas and got fatigued because Floyd Mayweather took his oxygen. That's what we call it when one fighter is pressing the action, walking the man down, raining body blows and headshots, and you can't land any of your stuff. So when someone takes your oxygen, it's difficult to breathe, isn't it? And that's why you become fatigued. And that's what happened. A combination of physical and mental stress totally drained him. McGregor's got to understand that if Floyd Mayweather wasn't in the ring with him that night, he wouldn't have gotten fatigued, all right? I don't agree with the stoppage. I think it was a bit premature. I understand the referee's there to protect the fighter, but now we have referees trying to protect a fighter from a knockdown, trying to protect a fighter from a knockout. Okay, this is the sport that everyone signed up for, so let the fight go to its logical conclusion. There were 14 unanswered punches. Okay, I get that, but it's not like Conor was totally defenseless at that point. He was still clinching, from here to there, and his hands, had not dropped totally down at his sides or something like that. So I think the fight should have been allowed to go on a little bit longer. There was 1 minute 56 seconds left in the round at the time of the stoppage. So, I mean, I do kind of feel that, it would have been he would have dropped him, and then we would have seen how Conor responded or recovered after he got up from a knockdown. Probably would have ended in a knockout anyway, and the ref probably would have been forced to, step in later in the round. But it would have been a more satisfying, a more conclusive ending. So, overall, Robert Byrd, I thought he did a horrible job.